on. It's not canceled. This is happening October 24th.
The organizer of the Home of Purdue Half Marathon weighs in on a recently filed lawsuit. Good evening, I'm Kristen Majorano. Thanks for staying with us tonight. Purdue University filed the lawsuit against Florida-based race organizer Dean Ranke. Ranke spoke candidly with News Channel 18's Ava Wilhite. That's tonight's top story.
In a press release sent Friday, Purdue University announced it filed a lawsuit in Tippecanoe's circuit court, attempting to stop the organizer of a mini marathon from using the university's name.
We've taken a number of steps, including multiple cease and desist letters, asking Mr. Ranke not to use the Purdue name, and he has not responded to any of those communications. He's persisted in using Home of Purdue.
Terry Lucy Thompson is Purdue's Vice President of Marketing and Media. She says the university filed a separate notice of opposition this past summer in federal courts. After several phone calls and voicemails, Dean Ranke picked up.
Hello, Dean Ranke. We're already in dialogue. We have been with the last 6 weeks with Purdue on this issue, so I'm not sure. And again, if they want to contact me and if they're alleging they're going to do something, but really, again, tell Purdue. Okay, guys, why don't you quit sending press releases? Why don't you pick up the phone, call Ranke, let's sit down and do this. And
Florida-based race promoter Dean Ranke says he never received notice from Purdue University, and News Channel 18's phone call was the first he had heard of the lawsuit. He says he has rights to the race name.
We own the name and the rights to the Home of Purdue Half Marathon as it pertains to a running event. I cannot have a Home of Purdue barbecue.
He actually filed a request to use the label Home of Purdue, and we had to wait a period of time before we could file opposition to that.
Thompson says Ranke is going on the expectation that the name Purdue will get people to attend the race. She says it's not acceptable for Ranke to use the name when the university has no control over the event.
I think the most important thing to make people understand is that the name Purdue and the brand Purdue and the reputation of Purdue all represent quality, and when people hear that name, they have a level of expectation about what goods and services will be provided.
Ranke says he is flown by cities nationwide promoting race events, and he's not sure why he's being sued. He says in 3 weeks there will be a Home of Purdue half marathon race in Flora. Ava Wilhite, News Channel 18.